You're listening to Mega Resurrections. Our intro and outro is by Fingers Music, and our podcast cover art is by Backflip Simmons. On this episode, I'm joined with Adam from Adam and Sam at the Disco Podcast, and you guessed it, we deep dive back into Helldivers. We talk about a little more about what we've been doing and what's going on in the gaming industry. Hope you enjoy the episode. And as always, I fucked up and didn't record, so it kind of messed us up in the beginning, but still good shit in this episode. Hope you enjoy it.
Funny.
So I'm joined with Adam from Adam and Sam at the Disco Podcast. We've been fucking talking for the past half an hour.
No shit.
And I fucked up big time.
Really good stuff too.
God damn it.
Let me take off my shoes for this.
So fucking pissed.
That's hilarious.
That's my fault on my
That's
fucking
all
major
good,
part. And that's how we start this episode.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So no normal Adam, Adam and Johnny music intro. So what we've been talking about though, we'll find a way to segue.
Yeah, we'll swing it back. We'll swing it back.
So we've done some talking about Helldivers, and obviously, like everybody that listened to the last episode that I was on, we both truly love this game. We've been playing with a friend of mine that I've known forever. It's a real blast to play Helldivers with people. So then we got on the topic of how great Helldivers looks, which then drove its way into a spiral that I went off on good tangent about the Marvel game. And
the 1943. Yep. There you go.
Okay. So, and how this game is selling its visuals more than substance.
Yeah.
And now to like bring up a new point for the listeners, now that we have, like, for this to be shown at GDC, is, I feel like I get it. It's a good tech demo, and that's what GDC's for. Like, GDC is, of course, all for game developers. It's literally the game developers conference. Like, no denying that these guys and gals want to get out there, hawk their shit, show the people that they are always with, like their competition, their allies, their acquaintances, like want to show them what they're working on. And of course, when you have like a big game name like Amy Hennig, and you throw in her new studio, and it's the Marvel thing that was shown off that we've not seen since. But for it to come out looking like it does, it's new level. Like, it's a lot of people were making the comparisons that this game alone does look like what Marvel movies look like.
Yes.
And I think what we should all keep in mind then off of that is exactly how dangerous this model has been for Marvel, for Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's studios that don't want to work with Disney and Marvel anymore. But of course, like, this is a little different. It's a video game. You're doing what you're doing. You have your developers doing this specifically for the game. But, and the point that I made was we have seen what Watch Dogs was marketed as originally.
Oh, yeah.
And for us to get back to that and allow this to happen again is going to be detrimental. And if we didn't learn 11 years ago, 12 years ago, whenever that game was first showed off.
Yeah.
And here we are again, and we're going to try and repeat the cycle. Like, we're bringing this atrocity to ourselves by saying this game looks great. It's going to look great. It's going to launch like that. If it does, great. If it doesn't, please, A, don't be surprised, but B, also don't be surprised when that studio does not last long.
That's true.
And the Amy Hennigs of the world, and this isn't going to be a solo rant, like these big video game tours, Hideo Kojima, Ken Levine, fucking Stieg Larsson, like all of these people that have led these big Paramount games can jump from studio to studio because they have the name.
Yeah.
Like, they have the name and the history. What isn't always going to happen is your QA people and your artists and all that being able to jump from place to place because they're not the one that carry the studio, with heavy air quotes for the listener.
Yeah.
Because they're not the one that has the name. I mean, all of these kind of studio heads, like what was it? Glenn Schofield, the creator of Dead Space, went off and started a company and made Callisto Protocol, which bombed.
Oh yeah.
And has since left that studio, and I'm pretty sure just recently started another studio. Shinji Mikami, you know, no longer part of Capcom, went off and made Tango Gameworks. Has no longer been with Tango Gameworks for another year. Has since opened another studio.
Cool
like
shit.
It just happens with these people that carry these massive names because they know that they can find the talent and they already have a built-in audience.
Yes.
But what doesn't always follow with that, for instance, like The Evil Within for Shinji Mikami, is while he's still making a game that's true to what people would expect, it wasn't a massive hit.
No.
And it was big enough for Tango Gameworks to go and make, you know, The Evil Within 2, and then Ghostwire Tokyo, and now Hi-Fi Rush. But I mean, even looking at that, like, Mikami's hold on those weren't tight, and a lot of Ghostwire had a bigger name from the Okami artists like attached to it. And that's what a lot of this is you just put big names on properties and hope for the best. And if the best isn't there, people lose their fucking jobs.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like this whole, it feels like this whole business is just marketed on promises. Like we promise this, and when you don't get it, it's like, oh well, we tried and it's not feasible. Like, it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would we do that? We're not that type of studio. Like, take for instance the fucking, what was it for The Last of Us? Like, there was supposed to be like an online thing that was gonna go further, and they're like, nope, not feasible. We'll put too much money into it, and why should we do that?
Right.
We're busy on other stuff, kind of thing. Like, yes, I understand. Like, yes, technically you are busy on other stuff. I feel like from like the leaks, they're like, oh shit, someone like unleashed like your whole schedule. Yeah, which sucks, by the way. Like that's not fucking cool. First of all, like do that, like kind of like to do that kind of shit. That's like like corporate espionage. Like just release it to the masses so everyone else knows. Everybody knows what you're doing, which you kind of already know. People already know what you're already doing. It's just like a little bit of surprise here and there, but everyone's always promising something. Like Watch Dogs was the worst. That was I feel like the worst promise.
Yes,
because it was never going to be delivered. It was just like,
no,
you did that to stir up the fans to like kind of back it, like show like, you know, on social media, like, oh, we definitely want to see something like this, and then have people interested, like, oh look, there's an interest, so, you know, give us money so we can kind of make that interest come true.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, and that's
years of this.
That's where it's going to be real tough because here you go. Let's look at Delta. I have a foot cramp and I'm sitting like a child, so it's not helping. I'll sit like a normal person for 5 minutes.
Yes.
You know, look at Delta and look at Konami and look at what these two instances don't have. And it's the creator, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be, I'm going to feel real bad saying it's going to be a semi-soulless remake.
Yes.
In the instance that, and this is where I'm also going to feel bad, it will be like a Blue Point remake made by the main developer. So you don't have the original artists attached. You don't have the original developers attached. And of course, while you have, you know, you have the IP, you have the game, you know what to do with it. But you're not even going to use the Fox engine. And whether that's, I cannot assume in an international market that is proprietary to Hideo Kojima. I would assume that is proprietary to Konami. Yeah. So you have this thing that the creator made for his last game that you killed him off for, fired him off for, which I guess in one instance would be a slap in the face to turn around and do this, to use the Fox engine for Delta, but to pivot to Unreal, which looks great. Again, Marvel 1943. Unreal Engine 5 looks great. I can understand the technology that it will do for multimedia. Fantastic. But, again, you have this thing, and it will probably make a shitload of money.
Oh, yeah.
Or alternatively, it won't.
Mm-mm.
Because nobody knows what's coming after this.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows if this is the only one. I'm holding up my hands a lot, like people can actually see it. Nobody knows if this is it.
Yeah.
You're keeping the original voice acting, so that limits you as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you just re-released this game this last year.
Yeah.
In a playable state, and it's the subsistence version. So whatever you're going to do with this, you just put out, and all that you're going to do for 2024 maybe is put a fresh coat of paint on it. Again, same voice actors. What can you do different than what you just put out? I think, and this might be a Metal Gear Sin, and of course it would be, but if you wanted to remake the fucking game,
Yeah, like fully.
We would all understand if you wanted to, and this may be what's coming, if you wanted to do this with the original voice actors and the original voice acting, these characters, save for a few, don't appear again. So if you want to take these characters in this iteration, Big Boss, Eva, Ocelot, young Ocelot at that, I didn't mean to give you the finger, it just happened. And you keep this, and then you do Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid 1 with a different voice cast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because what's going to also be terrifying is we all know how monstrous and bad a few of these specific voice actors have been. And if you want to remake some of these games where one of those actors is a main character, you're going to have to do a little more than put on a warning that says this game was made at a different time and does not represent values. That's not going to fly. And you can censor this if you want to, but that's not going to fly for people like Quentin Flynn.
Oh, yeah, specifically.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, sorry, hi.
No problem.
I'm not here. You don't see me. Do you know where the Frizzies is?
The audience hears her.
I don't.
Guest starring.
Right, the Crypt Keeper's here.
Who's our guest star? Adam. Who's
It's my wife.
Dun dun dun.
Got it. Jesus.
I'm not going to censor that. I want the world to know Quentin did, or there has to be a reason. Like, you don't lose work for no reason.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't disappoint fans. You don't hurt people, and you don't do what's been said. And I'm not even going to say what's been alleged. I mean, the man has acknowledged it. But like, it's hard, right, to like go back and even play 2. Be aware. It's hard to
associate. You get into the argument where people are like, they're like Michael Jackson fans. You're like, oh, I can separate the art from the artist. So I'm like, well, I'm one of the people that's have a really hard time. Like, I can't listen to R. Kelly right now, you know?
Right.
Another one. Shit like that.
I'm not going to go back and listen to Kanye West right now. Right? Like,
the most recent one,
As much as I like a lot of those songs, it's just, I think I'm not going to get on the Hogwarts Legacy train, but I'll say I played that game. I didn't buy it. I got it from my library. Support your local libraries. Sometimes it has to be a shitty person. But there were also choices in that game that were made kind of as a let's say a dismissal or a fuck off to J.K. Rowling that I'm going to say probably didn't hit as good as it should. So with that, like, I understand that there's a problem and there's no winning, right? Life's gray areas. Like, you can't do one thing and hope that it fixes the problem, because then what you're going to do is maybe open up a whole other can of worms. But with that, maybe not Quentin Flynn. let's not. Like,
Mhm.
and I think a few of his fellow voice actors on the cast
Yeah.
would probably agree. I don't think, and I don't want to speak for anybody,
Mhm.
but I think some of those major characters would probably not agree.
Mhm.
And I know that there's a convention coming up. I don't want to ruin or
Oh,
bring
right.
up any words that I shan't. So I think that's probably a good spot for that to like end, because
Mhm.
I don't want anybody going there and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Don't attack people. Don't attack voice
Don't
actors.
attack.
They're
Don't.
just voice actors.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
don't attack the ones that maybe have not acknowledged,
Mhm.
maybe have not said anything.
Yeah.
Everybody is their own person. That's what I
Yeah.
can say to that. So if you're going, be
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely be nice.
don't ask questions
Don't
that
be
maybe
that
shouldn't be
ass.
asked in a public forum.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
But
yeah.
you know, it's been pretty shitty
Mhm.
for a person who was a Quentin Flynn fan, like,
Mhm.
you know, voiced Raiden, voiced Axel in Kingdom Hearts, voiced Reno in Final Fantasy VII Advent
Mhm.
Children, and I can't remember if he does for the games, these remakes at least. But you know, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, it's like the R. Kelly thing. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do in this world that are terrible, and then there's a lot of other things that you can do in this world that are a step above that.
Yeah.
And terrible and a step
Seriously.
above that are both non-agreeable places to be.
Mhm.
You know, and my co-host for Adam and Sam at the Disco and I have talked about some of the things, and we'll have to get into it because we're nearing an era where Brendan Urie as an artist was called out for some of the things that he didn't
Mhm.
say and acknowledge or didn't acknowledge. And that's kind of something that podcast, and I will have the benefit, at least in that, to not ruin your show on the behalf of the fact that I'm also 50% of that. So
Mhm.
at least we'll be able to drive those discussions and not
Mhm.
have to worry about ruining somebody else's listener base. So that'll be good. You know, fun things to come, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah. Plenty of fun things. Like,
I mean, that's definitely been a heavy show at times, so it'll only get heavier for a bit in places.
I mean, like, because like social and shit. Like, oh, David Hayter, he's tried Delta, and he says it's. I don't know what the word was exactly, but it was like maybe stunning or like amazing. And I'm like, okay, good. What was amazing? Can't say.
Right.
Obviously, for obvious reasons, because like you don't want to give away what maybe they may not keep or they may be still working on. So it's kind of like one of those things where, well, we want some positive feedback to go from the community. So let's have the voice of like the person who's been like in the franchise and kind of like turn it around, because we are missing that like cohesive piece, like the basically the soul, the art, the artist.
Right.
And so like, all right, you got to trade. You got to trade. You need the man who's done the voice all these years.
Yeah.
To like kind of like do the seal approval thing, where it's like, okay, that's all great and fantastic, but like I'm as a fan, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it because it's just something
sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna like. I want to see and enjoy and partake. But I'm really skeptical. Like, you know, you can show me all these things. Like, look, it's great looking because it's the Unreal Engine 5. Like, I understand that part. Like, so many other people have used that fucking thing. But like, I just wanted to like, how's it gonna play? Because like, you know what? Going back to the original, there was like promises. Like, here we go again. Promises. They obviously couldn't upheld because of the technology of the time. It couldn't. It wouldn't work out. It couldn't fit into the game. So I'm curious, like, hey, maybe you just take like those footnotes that like you missed in the past and kind of bring it to the present today, today, and they should work. And maybe that would appease some people, but you're always gonna have the people going like, oh, this isn't Kojima backed or whatever. It's like, yeah, but whatever. You can let those people like do whatever they want. Like, that's their opinion.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's like, it's not going to come out and be like utterly ripped apart and skewered and bomb. And then it's going to be like, well, we tried. You saw what happened there, folks.
Right.
No good. We're going to shut down.
I would love to support this thing because I do want to know what's next.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no.
That would be fantastic to know.
I think it'd be hard as a Metal Gear Solid fan to believe that they're just going to remake 3. Like, and to see that they're trying to decide what they're going to put on the Master Collection, or fucking that's Halo, the big collection of Volume 2.
Yeah.
If it's not 4, and that would be, if it's not 4, we'll just not buy Delta and then just shutter Konami entirely. That's the plan. Yes, that is the only acceptable boycott that the entirety of man can accept. But I think what's going to be interesting is if they do put 4 on there. Yeah. Which they should. I mean, if they don't, what else do you have to fit that gap?
What do you give us? Twin Snakes? You're really going to do that to us? That'd be a real fuck you for like an official like kind of like Switch 2 thing on the horizon. Like, guess what, guys? We're bringing back Twin Snakes. You love that, right?
But, they'll just, in a way, be able to put 4 on here. And if it's fucked, they'll just be like, you guys asked for this.
You wanted it.
Like, you guys wanted it. This is why we've never done it. And now we've done it and we've proven our point. So we'll never do it again. And guess what? No patches for you. So
goodbye. You
get this broken ass game.
Have your community leaders fix it for you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Hopefully you buy it on PC because it's going to have to get modded to save it. Just insane that this is where we're at with this, is the potentiality of a 4 being multi-platform for one.
Which would be fun.
But finally breaking out of its PlayStation 3 shell. And Delta, I would assume, is going to be this fall. And that's, we're not games journalists, we're not video game insiders. That would just be my guess. Like,
I would say you throw away all journalistic credibility because we have none.
Yeah. Like, you've got David Hayter out here saying part of it's good, whatever he played, probably just the voice acting he thinks is really good.
Possibly.
And then they've got that new main menu. So, take with that what you will. I will jump on the Starfield thing for this because that main menu should not have been replaced from the old press start screen. I want that old soldier and snake dance back.
I know. That was an opportunity right there.
Yeah, right? I mean, it could have looked really good, guys, in Unreal 5. And I think if it is good, if it's 2025, whatever, we have no idea what the back half of this year looks like. I'm already terrified. I mean, thank God I've played Prince of Persia, and I'm going to get through fucking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. After that, I just kind of I don't want big games. Not that Prince of Persia was, but I don't want to go play another 60-plus hour RPG after Rebirth right now. I mean, I've got people telling me to play Infinite Wealth. I don't have infinite time, so probably not.
I know.
Like, Rebirth is probably my big push, and I am in chapter 11 of 14, and I think sitting at like 60 some hours, because anytime that we have had a free minute, it's like, I'm just gonna fucking get through some part of Rebirth. I'm gonna go check a thing or two off the map and be good. It's kind of what was really killed my Helldiver solo time, is I just want to get through fucking Rebirth. And then looking ahead, we've already seen the stirrings for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, it just keeps churning, keeps changing, because everyone's keeping their eyes on it, and they're like, hold the phones, hold on. Did you just hold on? Beep 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 beep. Incoming news. Rockstar just fucking updated their website. Apparently they put 6 in there. Shit, that's big fucking news. Are you kidding me?
Good stuff. Never seen that before in a Grand Theft Auto game. Pull that thing off the shelf.
I know. I mean, the major news should be like, hey, remember Max Payne 1 and 2? That remake's happening, folks. Here we go. Yeah. And it's going to be like, they're going to use the Alan Wake 2 engine.
Oh, yeah.
Why isn't that like bigger news?
Oh, I know. I know. And I think, it's because Remedy's Remedy's a AA studio that's actually AAA, but people want to forget that, I guess.
Because I feel like I feel like it comes off. Everyone treats them like a boutique studio.
Yeah,
Like they do like
sure,
artsy stuff, and I'm like, it wasn't always the case.
right.
There were games where like considered like like the Max Payne games. There was like they were, I wouldn't say hardcore, but they were like the action shooter.
Oh yeah,
like that everyone plays at the time.
Yep. I mean, they were perfect PlayStation 2 and Xbox games, right? Like,
oh God, yes.
those were talk about lightning in a bottle as those two games, really. And
oh yeah,
I think if you think Max Payne 2 is a bad game, anybody, you're wrong. I'm just gonna say that because whew, those death animations, that ragdoll, that Havoc engine, the fucking Havoc engine was a god's gift, man, during the PlayStation 2 era. But like, I guess it was said that production on the next Control or their Control multiplayer game and the Max Payne 1 and 2 themselves, while running on the Northlight engine, will pretty much be fully funded by Rockstar, which that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, give Remedy all the money that you need to make this thing happen. But the fact that Rockstar is apparently out here saying that GTA 5 might be late 2025. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't make GTA 6 might be 2025.
Yeah.
We're okay with that. We've waited this long. You don't need to make your people crunch. You don't need to do any of this crazy shit that has happened in the past. Like we've seen it, we've felt it. Your employees have felt it.
Learn the lesson of the past.
Yeah. And if it needs to fall back into 2026, guys, it'll been 13 years. Kind of who cares? Like at this point, we're used to waiting.
Right.
Just for the love of God, take some consideration for your developers. I am like, and I think we had talked briefly last time about like calling all of these developers into the office 5 days out of the week. Like, I get this as a person who goes to work. Let's rephrase that. I go to a building separate from my house and do work. If I did not have to do that and I could be on the developer team of Rockstar, don't take that away. Because what you're doing is promising your employees something and then hiding behind the facade. And I'll give it, there's probably an inkling of truth to this for security reasons. Sure. But still, what you're doing is telling your employees, everything that we gave you, we're going to take back because we feel like our product is more important than your well-being. Right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people did not pivot well to going back from work from home. A lot of people are leaving jobs
because of that,
to get maybe higher paying jobs even that allow them to work from home. Like, I get it. It's not for every industry. But with that, not every part of every bit of every worker's life has been the same industry to industry. Where I work, there are departments that could never. And I think those departments understand that. And like, it's not a slight against a worker of one job that they would expect that everybody has the same concessions. That's not how it is. Like, that's just a touch of life, I guess.
Sure.
Not everybody's offered the same thing. So when you have these promises, and we've seen it here domestically, like with companies calling their workers back, like people move. People moved 4 years ago. People moved 2 years ago. You can't just say you have to come back. Because then what that causes is, that person can no longer be employed at your company that they've maybe worked at for a decade or even 2 years. Like, that was a promise, again, that was made that you're just kind of saying, no, not anymore, because we feel that our product is the only thing that matters to us. No matter if they pushed out shitloads of GTA Online updates in this same manner. Like, yes, I understand that GTA 6 should come with a level of secrecy, but let's also maybe put into perspective the last big hack at Rockstar, and what happened to that fucking guy, that kid.
Yeah,
I think people will maybe see that and tread a little fucking lightly.
exactly. It was.
I'm not gonna say they're
Yeah.
not gonna do it at all.
Mhm.
They're just not gonna do it like that.
No, I mean that was like Disney level shit where
Yeah.
they are like coming for you in your life. Like forget about your monetary gains you had in your past
Oh,
or
yeah.
currently have. Like no, they're taking your life as you know it.
Yep.
In a sense, they're not gonna murder you, but you're gonna feel like you wish maybe it'd be
Mhm.
over for the consequences of what you've done.
Yeah,
But-
essentially solitary confinement until you can prove that you're not gonna do this again. How do you do that?
How
I
do you
don't
prove
fucking
it?
know. Like,
You're gonna live in those places where there's no power or internet. Like I'll go live in
Yeah.
those communities. Like, well, good
Right.
luck fucking to you, having
Pretty
no
fucking
cell
much.
phone.
Like, are they just going to minority report his ass and be like, yeah, he's good now, he's safe? Or do they have him in a room like the Clockwork
It's-
Orange and he's just stuck in there with his eyelids just stuck open?
It's probably like the '90s movies Hackers, where it's like the guy's gonna be living in a house, and his parole officer comes by every day. Like, you got a fucking computer, you got a landline in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
No, you don't, because I'm gonna make sure every single day you got
Yeah.
nothing. You want a cell phone? Nope. Here's a flip phone.
nope, yep.
Maybe not even a flip phone. Get a landline.
No,
I
not
don't
these
know.
days.
I have no idea. How do you prove it? That's stupid.
Yeah.
First of all, you have a really horrible lawyer to let that deal go through. You should have been like, you know what? Maybe I just go to fucking prison and just be considered as the guy who fucked with Rockstar.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be
That's
like
probably
low
one of the
man,
safer
low man
crimes
in
you
the
can go to
totem
prison
pole.
for.
That's
Yeah.
probably low man in the totem pole, unless you're like pretty looking. I don't know what could happen to you in there. That's the only thing I could think of. Because at
Yeah,
least in
right.
prison, you get library access and there's a computer.
Yeah.
It's restricted, but you still get to touch it.
Yeah. You get something.
I don't know.
Still go on Kotaku or something like that. I mean,
Like, I'm on the forums right now. Like, hey, no talking to fucking outsiders. Give
yeah.
me that computer,
God.
bitch. But
I don't get it. man.
it's also oversaturation. You don't want to overly oversaturate the market that's already been bombarded. Like, there's still
Right.
a lot of games. Yeah, the hit
Yeah.
sleeper. Fucking Helldivers 2. Didn't expect it, but guess what? That's another game that takes hours out of your life.
Yeah.
And
Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, good God.
yeah, who has all this time and all this money to like do it? Like sit down
Yeah.
and play games for hours on end. Like not an adult that plays bills
Right.
unless they work
Yeah.
from home, and that's like they cut in some time from work away from that. I don't know. I
Right.
have no idea.
Like, I've got a good couple hours in the evening where it's like,
Mhm.
wife's asleep. 10:30 to midnight,
Oh,
maybe, if I
yeah.
can fucking survive that long.
If
It's
you
like,
can stay awake.
this is my dedicated 90 minutes.
Mhm.
This, and then my, Saturdays and Sundays a little more, probably quite a bit more, just because the pleasures of having older kids.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, like to drop $70 every time. Like last year was hell, like
Oof.
trying to find ways. It was like, all right, I'm gonna finish
Mhm.
this, and I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna get this. And I try to like hold myself to that regiment, like don't buy it until you're
Mhm.
done with the last thing.
Yeah.
Because looking at what was it, 2022 or whatever the fuck, whenever Elden Ring came out, and it was like Horizon. I wanted to
Oh,
finish
yeah.
Horizon, and my buddy was like, I got Elden Ring, you should get Elden Ring. I was like, all right, cool, I'll get Elden Ring,
Mhm.
because just the game ultimately looks better, and it was.
Yeah.
No questions asked. But I just, man, especially if you've got multiple consoles, like
Mhm.
I'm always going to be on here singing the praises for Game Pass. Thank fuck for Game Pass, because there's games coming out that I don't necessarily want to spend $30 on. I understand that there's a benefit to doing that. I don't always have that, so I
Mhm.
want to play games like Open Roads, for instance, when that
Yeah.
comes out on Game Pass later this week. I just want to jump in, do that. I'm looking at Pacific Drive or whatever the fuck on PlayStation. I think it's a big game on Steam right now too.
Mhm.
$30. That's cool. Right now though, with Rebirth, I'm gonna finish Rebirth, maybe pick that up after. Just because I don't want $100 every month, and I definitely don't want $140 every
Yeah.
month to try and keep up. Like Dragon's Dogma sounds cool, not for me. Infinite Wealth sounds cool,
Yeah.
not for me.
Exactly.
Rise of Ronin sounds cool, big game.
Yep.
Other shit I want to play, so therefore not for me right
Mhm.
now.
Exactly. And then these are two adults talking, and you
Yeah.
imagine like like teenagers and like and tweens, like the preteens, and like kids are
Oh
like
yeah.
just getting into gaming as well. It's like they gotta either their parents gonna get it for them or
Right.
do super extra chores or actually get a side
Yeah.
job, do something,
Yeah.
get something. Gone are the days of like I remember when I was in high school for the like PlayStation 1 days. Even before that, like in junior high for N64 days, a couple of my friends, we would swap games. They'd be like, I'm done playing it here. You want to try it
Yeah.
out? You can't do that now because you know what? Guess what? A lot of games
all
are not
digital.
physical. They're digital, linked to
Right.
an account.
Yeah.
And you can't share that.
No, and
No.
even these days, like
Yeah.
if you like, I own a game on Xbox, right? And then
Mhm.
our son wants to play it. So what he has to do is log into my account,
Yes.
then his,
Hmm.
play the game, which then means I can't play Xbox
Yes.
because it's
There
going
you
to
go.
kick him off. And it's like, this is pointless. Like,
Yeah.
I paid for this,
Hmm.
whether it's being used by my name in my own house, maybe tap this to an IP address, I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah.
I should still be able to play on my account. Like,
Yeah.
that's basic. Maybe don't let me play the same fucking game.
Mhm.
That's cool. I get that. There's that same thought of lending a game to somebody, but let me still play my account.
Yeah. I mean, there was like like a beta thing where they were like doing a family thing overseas,
Right.
and it kind of like died. It went away. Like I guess
Yeah.
they didn't. Because Microsoft saw that like it wasn't really working, or they weren't getting enough money for it.
Probably the money.
I feel like you should have tested it with the users here when you were trying to launch this Game Pass
Yeah.
as well, because like you said, like in your house, like there's multiple people that play games within the same household.
Right.
Same thing in my house. Like my wife plays, but she can't play a safe system I'm on. So one of us chooses a system and goes with it. We can't be on
Yeah.
the same one. Like, all right,
Right.
tonight I'll be on the Switch and you'll be on whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like vice,
Yeah.
we'll switch back and forth. But like, it's to the point where it's like that, where it's like I do have the same consoles for multiple systems, but I can't really do that. Like what you were saying before, you'll kick the other person off. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Uh,
it's terrible. Like, it's a terrible thing to do. Like, again, two accounts, same game.
Yeah.
We did this back in the day. It's not that hard. It can't be that hard. Like,
Not really.
we saw years ago where Fortnite fucked up and turned on fucking, cross-platform play. Like, if all of this shit is somehow just tied to a button somewhere, for the convenience of your users, just press the goddamn button. I mean,
Press F. Yeah,
yeah,
seriously. Like,
press
come
F
on.
for respects, please. Come on.
And it's like
I
a
just-
fucking dick measuring contest with Epic and like fuck the dick measuring
Stupid.
contest. Let's get
I
some
know.
money rolling in this bitch.
Yeah.
So I would say like you really want to like measure dicks when we could be making money, especially
Right.
with the shit that you're constantly churning out more and more stuff. And it's not just catered for like the shooter people. You have like fucking music now. What used to be like,
Yeah.
what was it, like harmonics? What were they,
Yeah.
Rock Band, right?
Yeah.
Back in the
yeah.
day? I remember
Yeah.
that fucking thing. I was like,
Yeah.
my whole house would be fucking bumping to that. If
Oh, I know.
If you gave us the fucking on Steam as well.
Yeah.
But no, you didn't. Lego for the kiddos. Come
Yeah.
on.
You got that racing fucking game in there? Yeah.
Like,
I
what
don't,
the fuck? What are you doing?
I don't get it.
Make
man.
more
And
fucking
I mean,
money.
Yeah.
Especially
And of course, most.
With my 3-year-old, she'd be like, I want
Yeah.
the fucking RoboCop skin. I want the fucking snake skin. I want the.
Right.
I'll be spending too much fucking money on that shit
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
just to like appease a 3-year-old. God
Yeah.
damn you, Epic people. There's hundreds of dads out here who will give you money if you just open
Trying to
your
survive.
fucking channel.
Yeah. Like, all DigiKeys, most DigiKeys online, a lot of those discount stores, like,
Oh yeah,
are just going to lead you right
like
to
Amoeba.
Steam. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, they're all out there. Like, I think,
Mhm.
and I'm not going to get on that tangent again, but like, the fact that you can buy these games cheaper on fucking PC is asinine. Like, that
Yeah.
alone to me breaks the whole everything should be $70. Like that.
Mhm.
That's where the whole break in that argument is.
It's slowly for on our end in the U.S. for everyone who's listening overseas. The government's paying attention to that because probably they have family members and grandkids and kids. They're realizing this, and it's slowly churning. They just started an attack on Apple with the Department of Justice.
Right.
They can go back to gaming like it was in the 90s, but to regulate, they did it before when it came to loot boxing.
Yeah.
When it went manic with that shit, so they can go back to that table again and be like, I think we should regulate prices because a lot of families are getting hurt from all these like prices you're changing. Like systems are so high, PCs are so low. What's going on there?
Yeah. I mean,
kind of thing.
Then I think probably the only thing that will keep it from that, and it's not a great argument, is like on PC, there's literally no monopoly, right? Like as big as Epic is and as big as Steam are, you can still buy those games other places. Like Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you get Amazon Gaming.
Yeah,
and
you get
that
the Luna.
thing like drops, you get the Luna titles, fucking that thing. But like they've got a free game that you can get on Steam, a free game that you get on GOG, a free game that you get on Epic. So I mean, like they're also like the biggest monopoly of all right now is catering to all of these different platforms, like computer platforms, which is so fucking weird to say that there's platforms on computer.
Right.
Like Ubisoft, Capcom, fucking BattleNet, like all of them are trying this, and all of them are finding out that it doesn't fucking work because people just want to buy shit where they want to buy shit, and that's not like, it's not drugs and it's not guns. Like it's not a crime to want to buy a fucking video game on a platform as long as you're doing it in a way that should be legal, right? Like, I don't feel like DigiKeys or CD whatever the fuck are and any other one of these things, like unless you're just buying a game for $12 and it came out for $70, you might want to ask some questions, and you might also want to think about what you just installed with that.
Exactly.
But like there's no exact monopoly that they can point at and say this is the storefront that has the most, even if it is Steam, who rightfully does have the most.
Yes.
But then you can also look at smaller places like itch.io that is just a place for small developers that want it, probably just a dude or a dudette in a basement making their shit, like Anatomy or whatever the fuck, like just wanting to go out there and make shit and put it on a storefront and make a couple bucks. Like they're not doing it for they're not there to make millions. They're just there to say, hey, look at my art. I made this thing, please play it and enjoy it. You can play it for $3, or ultimately you could also probably play it for free depending on who it is. But like there's no alternative for this for console, and it's been, and looking at Humble Bundle, who's done this once or twice, like they have dropped, I would say, less than 10 console bundles on Humble Bundle.
Okay, yeah.
Like actual fucking bundles of games that you could pay $18 and you get 10 keys. Like that doesn't happen because I don't know if it's Sony or Microsoft that are dictating this, because you can't fucking tell me that it's publishers and developers when they have this thing on PC that's 1,000 times cheaper depending on when you buy it. Like the fact that Dragon's Dogma 2, the super duper fuck you edition, was like $20 off the day of launch on PC, while everybody on console is still going to pay $70. Like that's ludicrous. And if you're also going to make the argument for that, it's them pressing a disc and putting it on that doesn't work either.
No,
because you're not doing that over here. Like, do they even fucking sell PC games at Walmart or Best Buy anymore? I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't really, when I'm at Target, I don't see PC games. Same with other stores.
Right.
Furthermore, forget about Best Buy, which they barely have anything on their shelves.
Right. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta evacuate cats.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Perfect.
Here we go.
We're revitalized now. We are cat free. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, no, there's, back in the day, used to be like those giant fucking boxes for PC games. Like they're huge, they're massive, and then slowly start getting smaller and smaller to jewel cases, and now it's a nothing because they're like, it's a PC. You could just get the key. Yeah.
You can go buy a Steam gift card off the thing, right? And I think the other thing that, like, what publishers are forgetting, and I'm going to point directly at Sony on this, is like, greatest hits, man. Like, Remember that? Like, remember
I do.
greatest hits for PlayStation 1 and 2? Like, these games have been out for so long. Just mark them down. Like, that's fine to do. I don't think Horizon Zero Dawn, I mean, I'm sure that one's marked down. Like, Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok do not need to live the entirety of this console cycle at $70.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, there's no benefit to being, and a benefit, let's put that where it is. Like, there's no benefit to being a late adopter to these consoles because you're not picking up the greatest games like you could have back in the day. Like, you can't wait 4 or 5 years, pick up the box, which is still at the same price probably, and then go through and pick up a slew of old titles real cheap, like, unless I guess you really do like going to GameStop. Like, and I don't feel like, and I guess I'm going to be egocentric here. Like, I don't feel like a majority of your gamers anymore want to go to GameStop. Really?
No, because they ruined it.
If it can be avoided, they're not going to.
I went to the GameStop and I had some, like, I feel like there's always one person in every fucking GameStop, some snobby motherfucker that thinks they know every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And shoots you down if you just slightly misremember something or you say the wrong thing, they just jump on your fucking throat and call you like you're not a fucking gamer. Get the fuck out of my store kind of bullshit, shenanigan attitude they throw you. And ever since then, my last words to that guy was like, I wish this place was back to being a fucking Funko Land. And just left. Yeah. And I was like, fuck you, dude.
You know, and I know that it's going to be like the same thing for like old Blockbuster employees, right? Like, you're going to have the people there that are just to make a paycheck. But you're going to have the people there that, and you know, some of them do it great. You have a real passionate nerd.
Yes.
That wants to recommend things to you and enjoy this. And then you're going to have the opposite side of that coin of an absolute fucking nerd.
Yeah.
That wants to just tear you down. As, like you said, like, you say one thing wrong, right? Like, if you called fucking Uranus or something like that, you would get eaten alive.
Exactly.
I don't know how you could do that. They say the name of the fucking planet every 10 minutes in those movies. But like, you know, I worked in a family video for a bit. That was fun for me because it was just, here you go, enjoy this. And unless like a person deliberately had like that demeanor, I was never going to throw anything back at them. Like, oh, fuck you, you like this movie? Yeah, like, fuck you, you're renting this garbage. Like, I'm not, you know, you can't do that to everybody. And I think what we're definitely missing these days, wholly and completely, are rental stores. Like, like Redbox isn't
100.
Because Redbox for a while, a few years, more than a few years, did rent out video games.
Yes, they did.
And then, like, at the peak of COVID, like, I bought Doom fucking at a Redbox.
Yeah.
But then, like, peak COVID, which you would think would be the best time to keep this model, they stopped.
Yeah, they
so
did.
now, and it's not like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo, they're getting better at this, but like, they're not offering demos for everything. While, you know, at least you can go fucking pay $2 and rent a game and maybe do it the old way, right? Do it the old Blockbuster way. Go rent it on a Friday. You pay $2. Keep that shit until Sunday. You paid $6. Like, that's not a bad alternative to going and paying that $60, because probably with Redbox, much the same as it is as buying a used game at fucking GameStop, that money's not going to anybody but GameStop or Redbox. Like, like, yes, and I think I did this with maybe Skyrim or fucking something ludicrous, had maybe gotten a relaunch. So I was like, I'll go pay $2 and just download this. That way I can play overnight and then go pick the game up for real the next day. So it's like, what am I out? $62 at that time instead of and then the fucking all day to wait. Like, I would maybe pay $2 to just have a game pre-installed for me that I wanted to play, because I don't want to wait most of the time. So, like, that's a strange, very angry, like old man yelling at clouds kind of thing, right? But like, I think to ask people to go and spend $70 without waiting for reviews. Don't pre-order things unless you actually are 100% committed. Like, just don't. If you're out there, I feel bad for anybody that pre-ordered Suicide Squad day one, and I don't mean that to be a dick. I just mean that for the sense of the length of development for that game and all the turmoil that followed it. And that's the other part of pre-ordering games. Like, yes, it's a good way to kind of offer your money ahead of time, but pre-ordering games shouldn't be treated like a Kickstarter, because it's not.
No.
So, but like, when you've got all of these development companies that are also trying to bank on some sort of early cash flow, I'm sure that's a good pitch, but I think it's also stuck in the fact of that game that you're sold, Marvel 1943, isn't going to be that game when it's launched. And it could be. It hopefully is. But more often than not, especially if we're looking at games like Dragon's Dogma that comes out on PC in a broken state, or any other game that's seemingly coming out on PC in a broken state, like, what a hard pill to swallow to think that you just spent $70 on that and you can't even play it the way that you want to.
Yes, it's happened to me multiple times on PC, on the PC front, where I bought a game. One time, with full price, because I was like, I'm not going to go through any, like, I'm not going to say I'm in fucking Turkey when I'm not really, just to get, like, cheaper.
Right.
Yeah, and it would be like a week. Worst case scenario was like a week for that to be fixed. And I was like, well, I basically bought a game that I can't play currently. I don't want to get super frustrated because it's not ready, unfortunately, when it's out. Like, you would think when you release a game, it's ready. It's ready to play. No, not anymore. Not today's day and age. It just means you're given the key to the door. Just don't turn that door and open it yet, because if you do, you're about to get an avalanche of like basically shit thrown in your face before you get to enjoy anything.
Like, I can't remember if I mentioned it on here before, like, working at the family video, that's how I played fucking New Vegas when that game came out. So of course, like, working in a rental store, they want you to pick up these things before they come out. So I took a pre-treat copy of New Vegas home and played the shit out of it, and it was broken, like broken.
Oh, okay.
And I know that game is infamously, through its history, been called broken. And I think it probably took Bethesda and fucking Obsidian a while to get that game up to, a polished level of quality. Like, quests were broken, like side quests were broken, like things weren't there, or people that you were supposed to have a conversation with weren't there, or they'd show up as like a floating head and you couldn't talk to the floating head. And like, that was in the 360 days, right?
Yeah.
Like, so not even here where we are now. And that trend is kind of set on. And again, like, this is a very angry man yelling at clouds kind of thing, because we've been in this state for a while, but it doesn't make it right to just accept it, because like you said, when a game releases, that fucking 1.0 should be it. Like, and this isn't, I'm not talking about games that release in early access. I'm not talking about things that, like, you can play a demo of and call it out. Like, and if I did, like, case in point, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where that demo came out and people immediately started complaining about the performance mode. And like, that was 2 weeks before the game came out. And I feel like it might not have been Rebirth. It might have been 16, where it was like, there's going to be no day one patch. This is ready. And guess what there was? Like, there's a fucking day one patch. Because I guess you just have to do that.
Yeah.
And I can't put on my tinfoil developer hat. I don't have one. Like, I'm sure that I'm not even going to say I'm sure. I know making video games is fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that from experience. I can just know that because we've seen that.
We've seen it in the past.
Things release broken. Things that are supposed to be top tier products release in a broken state. You're not going to tell me that they were able to eat across every bug. Maybe they could have, but then every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry would be making video games, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not hard, everybody would do it. And that's the same for every profession. But like this being a medium, you don't patch movies, right? Like
you don't.
Well, I guess you kind of do.
Well,
with
you
Game of
could.
Thrones,
Like
and
the
you
Stranger
kinda,
Things creators on Netflix.
Yeah.
They supposedly they did. I have not gone back to rewatch it to know what happens, what they changed. But apparently, they've patched the show several times.
Jesus.
Like what the fuck did you do?
What was it? Game of Thrones, where a Starbucks coffee cup was left, so they went in and patched that. Like,
No.
I guess unless you're George fucking Lucas, you're not patching and releasing special edition ultra patch 2.0 of your movie. So
yeah,
like games are games are meant to be lived in, right? And I know that's a fucking weird thing, like a super weird thing to say, but like these worlds are created for you to experience them in your own time and in your own method, because you're adding in player interactivity. You don't have that with a movie. You don't have that with a book. And of course they issue reprints of books where I'm sure they go through and somebody saw, hey, this comma's in the wrong spot, or this should have been a semicolon. Yeah. So they go through second edition, they fix some shit. Look at the Bible.
How many times that been patched?
That's right. It's just I think we almost end it like we almost say this every time that we're together, but like there's no blinding fix to all of this.
Yeah.
And I think again, you don't want to accept the fact that a game release is broken, because it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But also, like, for PC, I guess maybe what's holding everybody back is you've got every PC player. Okay, let's say 1 out of every 3 PC gamers has a different PC from the next person, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then you have the Steam Deck. Like, so now you have like the Steam Deck is a solid piece of hardware.
Yeah.
But if you have people developing for PC that are trying to hold to that the same way that Microsoft expects people to hold to the Series S, then you have a hindrance. And that's also not the answer, because that's also holding these systems back, which is a fucking terrible thought. And I don't want to blame the Series S for this, but I feel like in one regard, like if you want to be a third-party developer like Remedy, you have to find ways to make things work on this big box and this little guy.
Yeah.
Because they're selling a little guy too. And maybe they shouldn't have sold the little guy, but people bought the little guy, so now they have to sell for the little guy. And, I bought the little guy for our son, and I fucking hate it because now I can't buy discs for him. So did I win? Probably not. But it's, there's no way to fix game development, because it's just always constantly fucking changing. I think is probably the problem with it, is you've got new technology, you've got technology here, you've got technology there. You're not going to tell me that the Switch 2 is going to run like a PlayStation 5, because it's fucking not. And especially if you're going to make it a little compatible, like a handheld thing. Is it going to be a Steam Deck? Probably fucking not. Should it be? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do I also know, and do gamers also know, that trying to hold Nintendo to a modern standard is asinine? Yes. Should it be? No. Because if you want to, and I know that Nintendo isn't here to compete, but you have people that actually want you to make games that kind of live up to a modern standard, and they're not. Like Tears of Kingdom being the thing that it is fucking impressive.
Yeah.
But sadly, the other 2 consoles that are out right now could run that game in the same breath that they do every other and not feel anything. And when you have people that are running emulators on PC, that's next episode. that fucking old debacle. But when you have people that are like perfectly implementing these same games onto a PC and running them to a modern standard, let's say modern is 4K 60 frames per second, right? It can be done. There's Johnny. It can be done, and it's just holding itself back, which is what's fucking weird. I don't know, man. Game development's fucking weird. Video games are fucking weird.
And you're also telling people that like the PlayStation 5 is in the ladder of its life cycle, which I just feel like, didn't the fucking thing just come out?
Yeah, 2020.
And
2020.
You're also boasting like another like, well, we're gonna have like you said before, like this is a half a 5.5 coming out pretty soon. And so should really people invest in that when you're telling us like, oh, we're kind of leaning towards the end?
Right.
So do you want us to wait to the sixth one? Are these games that are like being touted coming soon? Are they gonna basically, are they gonna be like, you'll get it on PS5 and guess what, within like 6 months of a PS6 here's the remasters and re-releases, right? When I could have just waited.
Perfect example being GTA 6, right? Like, you're already looking at this thing that's coming out in 2025. You're telling us that we're in the latter half of the life cycle. This console generation, like I said, just came out in fucking 2020. So that's 4 years ago. That is 4 fucking years ago. And let's also look at the perspective between 2021 and the beginning of the end of 2020. Let's slow down. The end of 2020, when these consoles came out, you had to join a waiting list.
Yes.
And you had to sit with that waiting list for 20 minutes, an hour, who knows? And then that went on until what I feel like, and I'm probably wrong, is mid to latter half of 2021. Was still in that kind of life cycle, like that kind of life cycle where nobody could get the fucking thing. Now you're going to tell us 3 years, let's say 3 years after people could actually readily get this, that you're already thinking about making the new one. I get that you're always thinking about making the new one. Don't fucking tell me that. Just don't tell me that.
Don't say it out loud.
Don't show anybody. If this is the security thing that Rockstar should be worried about, so too should Sony and Xbox. Don't let anybody know. Don't let anybody be able to find out. Just when you're ready, say, here's the specs. We've got 5 executives in a room. This guy's really fucking smart with computers, and he's going to live here. Of course, that's terrible to say. But, like, that's your brain genius. That's your brain trust. Is a couple of guys, and that's really... I'll be the one that says it's probably a chair, a couple of chairs that says this is what this box is. That's not a 400 people decision. You're going to tell me that you have 10 people and you can't trust any of them? Like, holy shit.
You got some serious issues there.
Like there are people with friends groups smaller than that because they just are. And they're not chairmen of a board. They're not making multi-billion-dollar decisions like that. So to just think that these things are fucking so leaked, it's ridiculous. And then, of course, you have every person with a podcast, save for Metal Gear Resurrections, that's going to come in with all the specs of what this thing is. And you're going to tell us it's the 0.5 version. So if this is the latter half in 2024, the 0.5 version is either going to come out this year or next year, which then also means that games like GTA 5 are now being built for 2 consoles.
Yes.
Like, definitely games like GTA 5. Like, no, I keep saying GTA 5. GTA 6. Games like sorry. GTA... Yeah, I know. We were just locked in. GTA 6, games like GTA 6 are definitely being built for 2 consoles right now. And there's no way that they can't be. Because look at how fast GTA 5 came out on 2 consoles. Like, look at how fast fucking The Last of Us came out on the next iteration of the PlayStation. And let's also appreciate slightly that, like, there was no super duper deluxe PlayStation 3. Like, they had the Xbox... God, what was it? Was it the Xbox One X?
One X, and I think it was...
Well,
I think it was One
Xbox,
and One X.
I guess PS3 and 360 would have been it. So yeah, there was... Well, they did like a 360 Elite, and I can't...
Yeah, it was
so like they had,
very small.
They had something. Yeah, but like you can't just keep getting away with this, people. You just can't. Because this is this is a slap in the face to fans, and that's sadly how it feels. Is we feel like you're shills enough that if we give you this box and sell it to you, you're gonna fucking eat it up. And what's gonna happen is the same thing that happens every time. Is now we're gonna start approaching the IGN world of here's what this looks like on the PlayStation 5. Here's what this looks like on the PlayStation 5 Pro. What are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
I mean, just let us have a box for a dedicated cycle. And if you feel like, I'm going to look real quick at how long some of these console generations have lasted. If you feel like you need to make a new console generation, I would accept that faster than a mid-generation step up, because that just doesn't make fucking sense.
I mean, I feel like for like the first Last of Us, we had the remaster and the remaster to the remaster.
Yeah, right.
So
Here you go.
Which it felt weird that saying that.
Yeah.
And
No,
looking at that.
Because you had The Last of Us on PlayStation 3, remaster on PlayStation 4, and The Last of Us Part 1, because they didn't want to call it the remastered, coming out on PlayStation 5. My God damn it. Okay, the 6th generation of consoles, which is the Dreamcast, sad, Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, ran from 1998, probably with Japan release in there.
Yeah.
And maybe parts for development. I'll take 2 years off of this. Let's say that. I'll take 2 years. So let's say the year 2000 up to 2013.
Yeah, that's a great
and you're gonna
cycle.
Say we're mid-generation? The 7th generation of the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii, 2005 to 2017, which is false because somewhere in there, this math is not mathing. 2000 to 2013, that can't be correct if the 7th generation came in. So maybe we are correct here. So if the 7th generation started in 2005, the 8th generation started in 2012. So that's 7 years.
Yeah.
The 6th generation, let's do this. And I'm not going to add 2 years this time. 6th generation started in 1998, which I'm going to assume actually started when the fucking Dreamcast came out.
Yeah.
So probably still 2000 properly. Ran to 2005. So is this the generation that we're looking at? Generation 9.
Oh boy.
Series X, Series S, PlayStation 5 started in 2020. So if the PlayStation 4 and all of those came out in 2012, and we're now moving to a new cycle in 2020, that's still a good 8-year cycle.
Yeah.
So if you want to tell me, and I would be okay with this, that we are moving into the latter half of this console generation, the 9th console generation, and what we're actually going to start seeing are the same level of games that we did from those generations when games were starting to get better. Again, looking at The Last of Us, looking at God of War Part 2, which God of War Part 2 came out like the same year or the year before fucking PlayStation 3 did, just to put that in a perspective. Like, if you're going to tell me that we're going to start unlocking, and by we I mean developers are going to start unlocking the power of these consoles, I'm cool with that, but give me 3 years. Like, because also what started to happen was shorter cycles, shorter development cycles, because these people, the developers, are starting to learn what the hell they can, and they know what they have learned in the past. So now they're going to take all of this knowledge and make a killer fucking game, which, yes, is going to get a remaster on the next one, but at least they put this thing out, and it was fucking great. Looking at Metal Gear Solid 3 and Kingdom Hearts 2, like, well, I'm not even going to say Metal Gear Solid 3. Let's say Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, which definitely came with developers knowing what they had and learning from it, and then iterating on it in a way that everybody wanted to. Like, everybody wanted to see what these games would look like in a 3D perspective. Then they fucking did it. And everybody was like, hell yeah, that's it. They fucking nailed it. So if this is what we're going into, if this is the latter half, again, give me 3 years of cool ass fucking games. Like, this there hasn't even been a fucking Gears of War game this generation. All right, and that's bullshit to me. So let's talk about that.
I mean, what are you doing, Microsoft, over there in the corner with your intellectual properties? Like
with your 19 fucking studios, you know, and
amassing.
Coming out.
It feels like they're amassing an army to just hang around.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like. And then when that starts happening and you don't make money, here comes even more layoffs. Yeah, already stacked on top.
Yeah, because what's scary about that is they hung a heavy fucking hat on Hellblade.
Ooh,
and while Hellblade was a fantastic game, Hellblade was not that game for that console. Like, Hellblade was fucking great. It was good, and looking at that, we can all see that it's going to be visually compelling. So there's the same argument that we made forever ago, that this game is going to come out on Game Pass, and that's where a lot of the hits are going to be.
Yeah.
You know, why, and this is a shitty argument, I know, but if you have Game Pass, you're likely not buying these games until they go on sale. You're not gonna buy the $70 game unless you're wholly dedicated to that developer. You're not gonna buy that game that you can download for free. And that's like, I want to be the asshole that says that's just the fact of it, and I know that a fact has a lot of fucking research that has to come with it. But people don't buy Game Pass to not download those games, right? Like, at that point, why do you have the service? So,
yeah,
I don't know. It's a terrible landscape. It truly is. Everything's too expensive. Everything takes too long. There's not enough time, and everything takes too long. So what the hell can you make of that? A video game? Fucking barely. It's crazy.
We traded it was taking away the greatest hits, because that was all the way till PS3. I remember, because I would remember
fucking
seeing
Bloodborne
covers,
was the greatest hits. Yeah.
Seeing like, there's the red emblem underneath on that label saying like greatest hits. Then it slowly started becoming game of the year with including extra shit. And then it's like, well, there are no physical copies, so we don't have to really re-release it under that umbrella.
Right.
Of lowering that cost.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully for right now, developers have gotten a little bit better about the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
And this is going to ignore Capcom and their fucking need to call every version of Resident Evil 4 ever released the Game of the Year edition.
God. Yeah.
Because at the same time, and they did this with Village too, with 4 and Village, or the 4 remake and Village, they announced the DLC and the gold editions, or the Game of the Year editions, or whatever they wanted to call it, at the same fucking time. Like, so not only are you not giving your DLC time to breathe, you're already saying, hey, remember that game that you bought? Well, now we have it all together for the same cost with the DLC. And I think that's where these Game of the Year, like, the Game of the Year edition is a fallacy anyways, because not every game is Game of the fucking Year.
Yeah.
Like,
it says game and not games.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's
like, your game has not always been Game of the Year. While Resident Evil 4 was a Game of the Year, you already labeled it that by the time that awards could even come around. Like, there's just fucking some weird broken thought process that game developers now have, and we can sell you the game. And this is probably gonna have to be a topic for next time. We're already running late, especially not counting the fact that we didn't record 20-30 minutes of this. But you know, like, selling a game, selling DLC 6 to 8 months later, let's say, and then 12 months after the release of the initial game, maybe 10 or 8, depending on when that DLC comes out, you bundle them together. Like, who are you helping and who are you hurting? Because it seems like you're helping the late adopters more than you're helping the early adopters, which is a weird pattern to kind of follow. Because what you're telling your biggest fans is, well, if you waited to play this game that you really wanted to play, you could have just bought it all together. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
exactly.
Like I get in the instance of Resident Evil 4 that Separate Ways was only $10. So, and I think Resident Evil 4 was like only $60. So like, it didn't hit the whole premium yet. But that was also the last of those games that will be $60. And I can't remember if Village launched at 80 or not. But like it's just, or 70, sorry.
Yeah.
Like it's just a weird place that we live in where horse armor grew 1,000% and infected the entire thing that everybody knew that it would, and nobody really wanted to admit that it could, but fuck did it do that. And while we've learned from loot boxes and the weird gambling aspect, we're still buying currencies. We're still buying things in game. Like, I'll give it to Helldivers. Like, yes, you can buy different weapons that wouldn't be accessible through the standard battle pass, but I don't know if many of those, and I'm sure they do, like if many of those give you an absolute upper hand.
Yeah.
Or if they're just like, hey, look at me, I have a different gun than you. Because the hey, look at me, I have a different gun with you approach is a hell of a lot better than I paid for this gun.
Yeah, no. And you don't have to pay. You actually just go nuts and play for hours on end to earn the in-game currency, which kind of helps you with, with your wallet too as well.
Right.
So you're not
spending... I've gotten up to 750 or 800 of the super credits, and it's like, all right, I'll drop $5. Like, Arrowhead deserves at least my $5. Like, I mean, of course, they already got my 40, but it's like, at this point, like, I didn't pay $70 for this.
Exactly.
I kind of am because I have to pay for fucking PlayStation Plus. Sony should fix that. I know that a lot of Sony people listen to this podcast. Please fix this.
Fix it.
Thank you, retired Jim Ryan. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird.
I
don't know, man.
At least we're not ending on a sour note. We're just ending on like save our money, our wallets, and gamers, stand up for yourselves, and you should, say to the studios, especially the ones that are really big and powerful, you should really do better for the people that basically put money towards like the games that you make.
Yeah,
and the consoles too.
Watch. Don't watch it for a lot of insight, but watch the Grounded documentary for The Last of Us Part 2. Like it at least gives you a level of insight. It's not. We all know it's not the honest input that Naughty Dog could put forward. It's Naughty Dog produced. I think Double Fine does something better if you have like 24 hours. They did something for Psychonauts 2 that you can go watch that actually does get into the nitty gritty of like arguments and people having decisions and decisions being made and overrode and all that and the long tumultuous development that Psychonauts 2 went through. So like watch some of these. Don't watch the Kojima thing. I understand this is Metal Gear podcast, but don't watch that Kojima thing. It's just not worth it. Like I understand it's an hour. Go play Metal Gear Solid for an hour. You'll feel fine and you won't have any more any less insight than you would have by watching this fucking thing. But watch some of these things that like actually give you an insight to the development of a video game. And again, Grounded isn't good, but I do know that Grounded is free. And there's one for God of War. I can't remember if it's called Grounded 2, but there's one for the God of War 2018 release. Also good to watch. Again, does not get into the nitty gritty of what game development truly is. Just you kind of get to walk around with that big personality and watch them say things. But like one of the interesting things for the Naughty Dog Last of Us Part 2 one is like they, and this is going to loop back to like the 1943 thing, like they knew that announcing The Last of Us Part 2 would then help them get the money they needed to make The Last of Us Part 2 in one way or another. But also stop announcing games so early. Don't pre-order it the same days that pre-order become live. Give it a minute. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about if you actually want to support everything or a little bit of nothing and come back later. Because your thanks, let's be clear on that, sometimes is a studio making a great fucking game and then closing a month later. And not that this argument is a wholly altruistic one, but just because you're supporting the developer does not mean you're supporting the developers.
Yeah.
So let's, think of that a little separately, of course. Like, you're supporting the company, not necessarily the teams. And while you're giving the teams funding, that doesn't mean that it's going directly in that team's pocket that they can take home. So it's fucking weird. Game development and all companies are weird.
Truth. That's our.
I really know how to bring in a down moment.
I mean, I'm about to bring it up for the tail end of our episode because I fucked up, and I promise it won't happen again. Because I'm gonna put a post-it note saying like, "Don't do this again. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't fucking hit not record." But here you go, people.
Hell yeah.
Let it sink in.
Perfect music.
You feel like your body being taken with it.
Yes.
You can definitely feel like you're in those pods.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially if you have your headset on.
Oh, yeah. Do it for democracy.
Manage democracy.
Oh, that's right. Managing it. Don't manage it like a GameStop. Manage it like a fucking real store.
It's how about a nice cup of liver tea?
I know. It's
Hell yeah.
That game consumed it. What Metal Gear consumed my life. I feel like it's a complete switch around now. It's fucking Helldivers 2 has consumed my life.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and that's okay. It helps.
It could be a worse game.
Broadens my horizon. Like there's other games outside to enjoy.
Yeah, right.
And to bring me joy and to bring others joy and to watch my friends blow each other's brains out.
You just gotta melee them off fucking hell. It's so good.
Especially if you wear that thicky boy armor. You throw a lot of damage. That was from my last game. Now I know why you guys. I gave you so much damage. I don't know. I forget who I punched. Was it you?
I think it was Elliot. You just knocked this shit out of him.
It was like 1,400 damage. I was like, a punch? Holy shit! Oh, plus a bomb. But like we all see what bombs can do. But yeah.
Well, shit, Johnny.
That's how we do it here. We hit record later when we're feeling hot and heavy into the fucking conversation.
Yeah. I feel like we probably missed some points bringing everybody back in, but I don't know.
No, I think we hit it right.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hold game developers and publishers to a higher call and standard and honor things that they said in the past. Because if not, they'll just do it all over again constantly, like a cycle, going back again to like pissing people off and just going like, oops, couldn't do it, didn't have enough money.
We'll see what they do at the beginning of this next console generation. What weird thing is Microsoft going to do that Sony's going to talk them out of, so they have to backpedal? Like that's what this is. Like that's what it is. It's all just corporate bullshit. I think aside from giving us a box that plays video games, like they don't care about, and this is a bold statement and it's very high level, like, but they're not worried about the players of the fucking games. They just put the box out and everything else that happens between console generations are like, if it happens, it happens. We're a publisher at this point, like cool, go do your thing. And of course that's wrong, but
we learned that if you didn't know that before, if you weren't in part of the industry, you definitely learned it when fucking C-SPAN was covering the merger and all the executives had to fly their private jets. It was just like the automaker shit happened years ago. We were learning they don't give a fuck. They just want your money. They pretend to care. That's it. There's your sound bite right there. We pretend to care.
Yeah. Love it. All right, Johnny, let's get the fuck out of here. You can listen. Yeah, you can listen to my voice further if you really choose to do so on Adam and Sam at the Disco every Tuesday. Not as negative there sometimes, but probably still pretty negative because we're moving into an album that I halfway enjoy, so that'll be fun to do. But yeah, catch that everywhere. fucking talk to Johnny, guys, like gals, everybody. Like, if we need to lighten the mood, I bet we can do that. We can find dumb shit to talk. We can talk about Viva fucking Pinata if we have to. Probably not. I'm not an expert on that, but
I'm gonna drag your friend into this.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Bring him.
He's next on my list to like send
next.
a message to.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you gotta let me know when you do that, because I wanna like stone cold entrance that shit.
I was gonna say, like, we'll make it a threesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be a definite threesome. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that.
Hey, because they took away our sex pass over fucking Helldivers.
That's right. No reproduction there.
God damn it.
Talk about managed democracy.
Managing cum. That's what they're doing. Well, Metal Gear Resurrections fans, we did it. Episode 69. NOICE.